Good afternoon. We are continuing the Section 59 investigation. We have NHC Medical Center. Who is representing NHC?
I am Mr. Herman Colorful from NHC.
So let me just get your, make sure I've got your surname. Yes, is it Colorful?
I'm happy to use my first name, but that's correct.
No. I mean, I can see it here, but I just want to make sure I pronounce it properly. And Miss, is it Miss Potgieter? Yes. Okay. All right, Mr. Colorful, will you be the one talking?
That is correct.
Okay, I understand you have an application to make in relation to the matter being dealt with not in open session.
Correct. I feel that I will not be able to speak freely. Given the fact that 5 days after the submission was made, I was personally exposed to a particular event, which includes, and we will lead that through the to the panel. How do I explain this without opening the can of worms? So, in essence, 5 days after after we did the submission, we were targeted in one of our divisions by one of the medical schemes administrators.
Yes. Now, can I tell you something? We passed a rule at the beginning of the hearings that all hearings will be public.
Correct.
And we are doing it for being transparent so that everyone who is accused or implicated knows publicly what the issues are they can come and explain. Now, we have a discretion to direct that certain hearings should be in camera. But we do not want to exercise that discretion without good reason. Because if we did that, everyone else will ask for in-camera hearings. So we would still like you to give us a reason why we should hold your hearing in camera, so that in the future when we reconvene in September, we don't get everyone suddenly, the whole character of the hearings changes. You would have seen the media is reporting on these hearings. In fact, the whole country has an interest in these hearings. So I'm not going to refuse your application, but I will at least insist that you should give us some basis to consider it favorably. So I hear that you're saying that 5 days after you put your input, a medical scheme targeted your company.
Okay, so I serve as Managing Director of NHC Limited,
yes,
which made the submission. I also am the owner of an entire pharmacy division, or pharmacy group. Now, it's my opinion that given that we are fairly outspoken as a group regarding this particular matter, Section 59, and this inquiry, and have been so for many years prior to this, regarding these kangaroo court investigations, that this has been done to distract us perhaps, and given the manner in which it has been handled, and I'm referring now to the 5 days after the submission, when I take you through that, you will understand that there is actually no basis or no logic to that approach at all. It is impossible to determine from the approach made by the particular administrator whether or not there would be fraud or any irregularity in that business. The business was never ever targeted previously. Neither have any of the professionals that I'm aware of within our health centres at all.
And by targeting, you mean it was subjected to a Section 59 inquiry?
Okay. No, submitted to, what was submitted was the threat of payment, direct payments being suspended.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say just on this application for an in-camera hearing?
No, I don't think there's anything else I can add.
What we will do, we will take 5 minutes to consider the application. We will come back. If we grant it, we will then ask for the television cameras and I think that's probably just about it, to be switched off. But for now, we will just take 5 minutes to deliberate.
Thank you.
We are adjourned. All right, thank you. We have considered the request. What we will do, we will allow the request on a provisional basis, and we will evaluate it after we've had the evidence. So could I ask then that the television cameras should be switched off? Any media that is in the room should leave, Any members of the public should leave, any representatives of medical schemes or any of the interested parties should also leave the room.